Howdy y'all.
Hi guys.
It's Ryan.
And Angela.
From R&D Music.
Ow.
You got shorty shorts on, girl.
Yeah.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
That's right.
Your favorite mom and pop music lesson studio and part-time guitar shop. Occasionally.
Accurate.
And... the new baby.
What's your new bird dog?
Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog?
Aww, yeah, I love your dad.
Oh my gosh. His name's Hetfield. Yo! New rock dog. And we're here to answer questions. You want to answer some questions, Hetfield? Yeah. Let's get to it. That's right, we are back to answer some questions.
Yeah.
It's what we do. Like every couple of weeks, we film a video where
every so often.
Angela and I answer questions from viewers from all over the world.
Yes.
To our little guitar shop, lesson shop, studio, school.
Yes.
Small town East Texas. All right.
That's right.
It's been quite crazy.
Yes, it has.
So, but we're here with to answer questions today. We're gonna get her done.
Yep.
And if you're new here, please subscribe, click the bell. You get to know when we get new videos. You want some swaggity swag, you cannot buy this one, but you can buy Angela's swaggity swag shirt.
Yes.
Link in the description of this video. Support small business if you wanna.
If you wanna.
And with that, let's get to the questions. Concise. Okay. First question. Oh, this is episode number 357. Which is like...
Yeah, that's nice.
First question. Just Fun Guitar. Hashtag KTMA. Hashtag Feral Hog. Great answer. Ryan, what's your favorite pornography riff? Mine is Get the Funk Out. Because the bass is awesome. Angela, was Nimrod a wizard? Was he black? Was he a giant?
Ooh.
Great questions. That's a good question, Just Fun Guitar. I also like Get the Funk Out. I think it was Gone Tomorrow. You'll be gone tomorrow. I don't know if that's the name of the song. I actually have that record on my phone, that album. Of Extreme.
Yeah.
And every now and then I'll let it play through on shuffle. I think that whatever the name of that one is, I'll have to come back and verify the name of that one. I was not a huge, massive Extreme fan. Of course, More Than Words, just like everybody else. Like, oh, it's alright,
that's our song.
An amazing power ballad. It's a love song. Who knew that they were like an actually really good band with ripping guitars and stuff?
Right.
Their big hit songs didn't really reflect their musical prowess. But,
right.
I'll just say one of those two. Angela, Nimrod, wizard, black, giant. Black wizard, giant.
Yeah, I don't think it was a wizard necessarily, but being so close to the beginning of the world, I think that they had knowledge of things that we have no idea, because I believe we've gone stupider.
We got dumber.
Over the years. The further we get from the fall, the more ignorant we become, even though we think we are because of technology. We have, I think there's a whole other story there. But, so, was Nimrod a wizard? No, but did he understand ancient secrets? Yes, like most of them did. So, and, there were giants in the land. I believe he was very, very large man because he was known as the man of renown. Like, he was a warrior.
Texas diesel trucks.
And one of the very first warriors named in the Bible. So, and was he black? I believe he was of dark complexion, only given to where the Tower of Babel was built and where it is basically Babylon. The Iran, Syria, that area.
The Middle East.
And so those men tend to be darker complected than the coastal area. So, yeah, was he an actual black man like you would see in, Africa, India?
He looked like Wesley
area?
Snipes.
I don't necessarily think so, but who knows? I mean, he could have been.
We don't know.
But was he dark complected, shades of brown? Yes, more than likely, because they were one of the first. They had migrated, like we know of people migrating today as Europeans and stuff like that yet. So
Educated guesses.
yeah, just given the region.
Yeah.
So
He wasn't from England. Just
right,
guitar.
he wasn't
You know,
there. It wasn't a blue-eyed boy. I mean, he might have been
We don't know.
because those genes were there. So you know,
Who knows?
yeah, you never know.
Thanks for the question, Just Fun Guitar. Next question, concise. Center's Dwarf, on average, how much time goes into an unboxing video?
Yeah.
Including the checks you do on the guitar, such as setup, etc. Hashtag Feral Hog. Great question, Center's Dwarf. Well, usually, several hours for sure of, when the guitar comes in, I got to find time to actually set up the camera, actually unbox, pull out the thing, and do that whole part where it's like I'm seeing it for the first time. So there's that side of the unboxing video. That's not the difficult part to do.
Right.
That's pretty quick and easy as far as shooting. 30 minutes probably to do that, setting up camera, lights,
Right.
all that
Lights,
stuff.
camera, action.
Lights, camera, action. But then, we obviously have a business where we're teaching. I don't even know how many students a week we teach. A bunch.
67.
60-ish, 67. Wow, that's a lot between the two of us. So we're quite busy teaching. So a lot of times I'll film something and I'm like, okay, I got that done. Oh, I'm about to start teaching. So put the camera's lights away. Then we've got the play test part of it and the sound check. That part is a little more. It depends, right? And sometimes it's quick and easy, and sometimes it's not. Usually for technical difficulties, like right now. I have one I'm working on. It's been taking me a little bit longer than I expected, but I have been in contact with the guy who owns the guitar, and he's like, it's cool. So, but like on that one, I already did a play test of it, and then I coming back and listening to it, I was like, I didn't like how it sounded. Like I didn't have the microphone in the right place on the cab, or it just was, the sound quality wasn't like crap.
Yeah.
But I didn't really know that once I'd filmed it all, and I was like, So I'm redoing that one. So what I'm working on right now is taking me a little bit, but I kind of have permission from the guy to like take my time to do it and get it to sound right. But
Right.
It can take a couple of like an hour or 2 hours to do the whole of that part of it. Then there's the editing side, which that takes a while. So however long your video is, you can just factor in 2x or 3x or 4x the amount of time for the editing side if you're going to do B-roll shots and then putting it all together. So
Yeah.
it kind of depends, and it also depends on how nice I want to make it look. Someone's like, oh, here it is, I got it, boop, here it is, and what it is, and that's fine. But if I really wanted to make it look really nice, it can take a little bit.
Yeah.
So thank you for the question, Center's Dwarf. Talk to you soon. Next question, JVanB231, hashtag Feral Hog, hashtag KTMA, hashtag KTCA. I don't know what that means. Is there a song you dislike but find yourself having to play regularly? That's a good question.
That is a good question. Yeah.
Not right now.
Yeah. No, I don't think.
Not here at RNA Music, anyways.
Yeah. I don't think that there was a song that I just necessarily dislike. I mean, I know I don't really care to hear Back in Black all that often, so no, shush. And so, but I don't dislike it. It's just I'm just tired of
You're
hearing
tired
it.
of it.
Yeah.
You're tired of it. It's overplayed.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, is there something that the kids are just like, oh, I want to listen to that, but I can't, off the top of my head, no, because we have such a diverse group of students that I think it keeps changing. Songs keep changing enough where we don't really get tired of a lot of songs, which is nice. It's the perk of having so many students with so many different interests. So
yeah, I have a student who's an older fellow. He's doing bass and he's playing like a lot of old stuff, like Merle Haggard, like old country stuff, because he's a mature fella and that's what he likes, And I find myself, we were having this discussion. It's like, I told him, I was like, I didn't, obviously I'm younger than him, but I was like, I didn't grow up on this stuff. As a kid, I heard sort of the classic country growing up, but once I became 12, 13 years old, you kind of figure out what music you like.
Right.
I was like, I was all about the rock. I said, but I'll tell you what, I actually have fun learning these sort of older country tunes. I'm like, this is great. And especially you find they're very simple. Sometimes they're just 2 chords and like, oh my gosh, I didn't know this was a 2-chord song.
We can actually do the song. It's really great.
And because it is kind of outside of my preferred music to play, it's different enough that that makes it interesting for me.
Right.
And I can tell them, even though like I'm not a like diehard like country fan or whatever, I don't get frustrated having to learn or play country songs for the kiddos, even though it's not my thing. So the only thing I was gonna say was like at church, in the church band, anytime we had to play a Casting Crown song, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
They're on my do not listen list. I'm not a fan.
There's maybe like 2 songs that they have.
They have 1 or 2 that are actually good.
Yeah, that you wouldn't mind singing.
Yeah, they have 1 or 2 that I'm okay with.
Albums that they've.
But a lot of the other ones I'm like
20 years. It's just like.
A lot of the other ones I'm like, I don't like this song.
Yeah.
But now because I'm in charge and I pick the music, I don't pick those songs. But it used to be most Casting Crown songs. So
yeah.
Thank you, Jay Van B. Great question. Next question. Brian Strauser. Ryan, what is your take on the Fender Layoffs? Charlotte's Web was a cautionary tale. Kill them all. Let God sort them out. Kill all the spiders.
Yes.
It's all good. Oh, look, he's just laying by your toesies.
He's so sweet. He's a sweet boy.
Schnauzers are not lap dogs. They're foot dogs. Fender Layoffs. So Fender laid off a bunch of employees, or a significant amount. You know, I saw someone else talking about that the other day, that them like Guitar Center or so these other kinds were bragging about like record-breaking sales and the biggest sales quarter they've ever had, and their bazillion dollars, and then literally the next quarter, like, oh, we're laying off people. Like, oh wait, you really just bragged about making more money than you ever made in the entire history of the company, and then the next month you're like, oh, we're laying off people.
Oh, by the way,
y'all are fired.
Yeah.
You know, that sounds like typical big business. You know, Fender, Gibson, big corporations. Fender's the biggest there is of all the music companies. Guitars, for sure. Fender is the biggest. And it's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Truth.
So they don't care about people. They care about profit margins. So it sucks for the employees, but
that's how it is sometimes.
That's what I think. I think it sucks for the employees. Yeah, what do you guys think about Fender laying off a bunch of people after bragging about record sales and profit margins? That's kind of a bad look for them, I think.
It really is.
All right. You guys and girls tell us. Next question. Midnight Wind. Concise. What is the height you prefer on your pickups? Have you ever tried a wound 3rd string for stability? Why are watch straps and belts always a half notch too loose or too tight?
Right.
Couple of questions. All right. Preferred height on your pickups depends on the pickup. For some of my pickups, like I know, like on one particular set, like I've got to lower them like lower than I would normally go because they're really stinking hot. One of my 57, 66 sets from EMG, I've got to have that 66, man. I've got it down in there because it's to balance everything out.
Yeah.
Because they're juicy.
Yeah.
High powered, right? So it really depends. I adjust it based on sound. So it can vary from guitar to guitar. I don't have a set specific measurement that I go and make sure every guitar's pickups are, you know, to a specific one. So it just depends. I may have put a wound 3rd on an electric guitar randomly. What was that? It's not Hetfield.
Nope.
He's down there.
He's
like, you call my name?
He's sleeping.
On my toe.
Maybe I did a long time ago. It didn't make a big enough impact on me for like, oh, I'm going to do this for sure for full time. So
Right.
why are watch straps and belts always a half notch too loose or too tight? That's a good question.
I think it's because of swelling.
It could. Well, that's probably it. That's a good question. I'm always messing with my watch, and of course I got an iWatch, and it's like I'm always between buttons.
I got the ones that are like the actual watch strap.
Yeah. Well, it's got, you know. But I am like one day it might be tighter.
Because of water retention.
That's actually a very good answer, Miss Angela. You're a smarty, smart. That makes sense. Water retention. Because nobody's the same weight every single stinking day. We all fluctuate up and down, up and down, up and down.
And joints are usually the first place where people notice.
Yeah, there you go. 3 questions from Midnight Wind, 3 answers. Next question. Big John, not from Florida anymore.
No.
Now it's Texas Big John.
Yes.
Yay, so excited. It says hashtag Feral Hog,
Slowly
hashtag
bringing y'all in.
Punta Cana, hashtag Texas Power Bill. Oh yeah, he messaged me and he's like, dude, his first electric bill was insane. It was double what ours is right now.
Oh Lord,
You know
I'm
what ours
sorry.
is right now.
Yeah, I know.
And ours is insane.
Sorry.
I was like, that doesn't sound right, John. This
No,
seems like
you need
there's
to-
a problem there. There's no way it should be that much.
No.
Unless they
There's
install
there's
the
a way to
meter.
look.
Right. Anyways, hi Ryan and Angela. Does Canton have any urban legends? Apparently, the small town I moved to has an urban legend of a lizard man that appears every so many years.
Nice.
Are you sure you're not in Florida still?
know, I was
that
like-
sounds like a Florida.
That sounds like a Louisiana thing. I think you're too
Ooh,
close
yeah.
to
Are
Louisiana.
you close to Louisiana? Just can't have any urban legends.
Just can't. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I haven't heard them, but they are.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up here, and I'm like, is there any?
Yeah. My hometown did.
Our
Athens
town.
did.
Athens does.
Yeah, there was like lots of witchcraft type stuff, witches. We had Fuller's Park.
Witch and woman.
At a Fuller's Park, where they thought the Fullers, Mr. and Mrs. Fuller, haunted it. And if you go out to the monkey cages, you can still hear them. We had what's that bridge?
Monkey cages.
There was that one bridge, and they said if
Monkey
you go,
cages? They're going to be like, monkey cages?
Yes, we've already talked about this.
You got to go back. And,
Yeah, I don't even know how far back, but the Fullers used to be prominent people in our town. They decided because our town was a county seat to build a zoo for our county. It didn't go through, but the monkey cages, like old turn of the century, dome shaped gazebo type enclosures, like you would see at the New York Zoo or something like that, they built on their property, and they are abandoned. They're all grown up, and people go out there to do things. And the challenge was like spend the night out in the monkey cages and survive.
right, and don't die.
Because lots of people go out there and do a lot of stupid stuff because it's out in the middle of nowhere. Or it feels like it is. You're really in town, on the outskirts of town, but the forest is so dense that, you know. And then there's another bridge that if you go at a certain time, like people who have died on that bridge have gone off the edge of that bridge, and it's not far off. It's not like there's like a ravine or anything. We don't have ravines in this area. But
A creek.
apparently people who have died driving off that bridge, you'll see a few people walking the bridge and as hitchhikers, and you pick them up, and then whenever you get to where they said, and it was like the local gas station, and they were like, we drive out to the Kid Jones and they wouldn't be in the back of my car, you know, stuff like that.
Well,
that was about it.
yeah.
So,
Athens, not Canton. Canton
Yes.
has nice people.
yeah, Athens has a lot of little crazy stories, like lots of crazy stories. So.
There you go, Big John. All right. Welcome to Texas. Next question. Mike Goodman, how do those wild hogs taste? We were talking last week about the feral hog problem in
Yeah.
Texas, which if you're new, you might be wondering, what are y'all talking about hogs for? The only time I've had wild boar once, and it was horrible.
Yeah, it was very gamey.
It was like horrible.
Yes, it was like you would think a pig would naturally taste. Like if you like wild hog, it just depends on if the person is professional and they know how to clean it, because you have to rinse it, soak it, brine it, because the gaminess of it is so intense. The smell is so intense. But it's really hard to take that smell out of wild hog.
I've read
It's
somewhere
really hard.
in comments or emails or somewhere online that some people are saying it's pretty good. And I'm like, well, not the one I had. It was horrible.
Wild hog. I don't know. It just depends on what all you also are okay with eating that you think. I think
Skunk.
yeah. No, like you know,
Possum.
people eat squirrel, possum, rabbit, snake,
Armadillos.
You know, they eat all kinds of stuff.
Excuse me.
So
Excuse me, I got this.
I guess it
nipples.
depends, but I've never had actual wild hog. I've had fresh farm hog, and that's different.
That's
But
different.
having wild hog is different to me.
Farm raised pigs
Or different.
is one thing.
than than stuff that just eats everything and anything.
There you go. If y'all have had Wild Hog, let us know if it's good.
Yeah.
There you go. Mike Goodman. Next is comment of the day.
Woo! Comment of the day. Comment of the day, yeah. You make the comment.
Comment of the day.
Comment of the
It's
day.
about to get an earful. Maybe. All right, it's time for comment of the day.
Turn just a little bit.
Where Angela and I are going to write a real quick song from viewers' comments. Mm-hmm. You guys leave a comment, and if we find one interesting enough that seems like it would be a song lyric, we turn it into a song.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing right now. All right. Here we go.
Walking Dead 1369. I don't know how to start it. Let me get back in my groove. The dog moved. Be wary of a man. Wary? Is that how you say it? Wary? Be wary of a man who owns a pig farm. That's it. It's true. It's not long enough to get a good. get a
Well,
good
you know,
groove on it.
I know there was sort of like it's difficult because I got to pick
Be
a
wary.
comment that's long enough
Yeah.
that it might make it into a song,
But
but,
it's
not
too funny.
too long.
Yeah.
But it's also entertaining. So yeah, comment of the day: Walking Dead. Be wary of a man who owns a pig farm,
Truth.
because they probably got friends in the mafia and the cartel, and that's where they go to dispose of unwanted things.
Don't say stuff like that because pig farmers are gonna be like, "Hey, listen,
You know any pig farmers?
I don't know. I mean, I did. My grandpa,
I mean,
but
my grandpa was a pig farmer too, and an alcoholic.
my grandpa was not an alcoholic.
Mine was a horrible, horrible person who drank and raised pigs.
But that is not all pig farmers. Stop being so stereotypical. You're gonna get us in trouble. I don't want pig farmers to come.
We love bacon.
Yes.
I'm a big fan of the bacon. All right. Thank you, Walking Dead. Comment of the day. Next question. Jeffrey Egan, hashtag Feral Hog. So do they have organized hunts to take down these hogs? Question mark. Does Fish and Game, or whatever they're called in Texas, have a SWAT team? That sounds like a job I'd apply for. Mm-hmm. He said, I've watched YouTube videos of guys night hunting hogs with night vision and thermal scopes. Not sure they're in Texas, but definitely in the South. Yeah, that's in Texas.
That's Texas. Mm-hmm.
What do you think of Fender's big layoffs? Kind of talked about that. They say higher end models are selling fine, but budget import Squires aren't selling. What do you think about high end guitars selling and not budget models? Do you think cheaper guitar manufacturers have improved quality enough to put the crunch on big name manufacturers? All right. They do have organized hunts, but I don't know that it's not. I don't think it's organized by like the state government. I'm not sure.
I think
Could be, though.
game wardens, they do, especially if it's going through farmland where, you know, crops are being affected. I think that they do have that. If a farmer says, hey, like the back half of my, and I'm not going to get a crop in because these wild hogs are going crazy. I think.
I mean, there are organized hunts. But a lot of times it's the ranchers organize it themselves. Hey y'all,
right?
We're having a big killing.
Yeah, they go out to the
We're having a
feed
big
store.
killing this weekend. Y'all come, and whoever wants to come over.
And just a bunch of teenage boys and their daddies go out and get in their trucks with their spotlights and their high
powered
rifles, and they go hunting for it. But I do believe that, you know,
that's a good question.
Game wardens get involved, especially whenever.
But there's not like 5,000 game wardens. You know what I mean? There's like one game warden per like county or something like that.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of them. So Texans themselves
usually
organize pretty regularly just to go.
Yeah.
Because it's, you know.
Yeah. It was always a thing where guys would be talking about, oh yeah, we cleared out like 150 hogs this weekend. Like them and their dad just went in their truck, in the back of the truck. I don't know how many guys in my high school had spotlights on their trucks.
Yeah.
Like that was a part of it. The big lights, the can lights above the truck was so they turn around and high beam the pasture and find the hogs.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think people get it. I don't think people in other states and possibly other countries don't really understand like how big Texas is and how many people do not live in like suburban city areas. There's like,
Right.
The out in the country folks, there's a lot of us, and there's a lot of that. We're like, hey, we got to go take care of the livestock and kill us some hogs, and there's a lot of that. So that's a great question. If anybody knows the real answer to that, please comment below. If there's any Texas game wardens watching the channel, please comment below. We talked about Fender's layoffs. I think that was the other thing that came out, that Fenders, the expensive Fenders are selling pretty good right now, like the $1,500, $2,000 ones, but the cheap ones aren't selling so good right now. I think the wave of a whole bunch of brand new buyers that happened during COVID and lockdowns, I think that wave is crested and is fallen.
Okay.
That's done. That big surge of brand new buyers who were like getting a guitar for the very first time. Massive surge of buyers and sales, 2020, 2021. You know, I think that is kind of died down. Well, now, you know, people who have always played guitar, or people who've been playing for a while and want to upgrade to a nicer guitar, those people are probably doing that. But I think this giant influx of new players that we had during the lockdowns is kind of subsided.
Starting to dwindle down.
So that's probably, I think it's just a momentary thing of why, you know, at the moment, the more expensive ones seem to be selling well. So now the budget guitars over the years have gotten just better and better and better and better. And really what I just thought is there's probably some competition. Like there's guitars. If you're on,
everybody's getting in the budget guitar game.
And
upping their
the people who are getting into the budget game, like kind of new brands that you haven't heard of, they're so good.
Yeah.
And they're like,
the quality.
The name isn't there, but people, you know, you're getting YouTubers like, I got this guitar. I'm like, oh my God, it's got stainless steel frets, and the frets are flawless on a $230 guitar. Oh my God.
Nice.
And an equivalent Fender is like not even close to as good.
That makes sense.
So I think there's a lot of these other smaller brands that are really encroaching probably on, you know, that game for the bigger companies. I think that's really what's happening.
I can see that.
That makes sense to me. All right. Thank you, Jeffrey Egan. Final question, Mr. LD.
Yeah.
Mr. LD, speaking of haunted, have you guys ever seen something paranormal, like a ghost or an evil spirit? I knew you'd like this question. When I was a little boy, our neighbor who lived a couple houses up from us had demons in her house. Yeah. Real talk. Yeah. All right, here we go. Mr. LD.
Have you?
I have not ever seen anything. Haven't seen anything. I've heard things. When I lived at Paul's house.
Yeah. Well, we all have experience.
Paul's house was definitely had some oppression going on.
Yes.
Some possession.
Lots of entities.
There was stuff in the Bitter Bass Man's house. Like footsteps coming up the stairs.
Yeah.
And then you go look.
And like presence, like standing and you feeling like just as real as I can feel him sitting here. Like if I close my eyes, I can still feel his presence there. It's like that kind of dense presence being. So yeah. I haven't seen actual ghost, you know, like a see-through man, you know, staring at you walking by a doorway or, you know, stuff like that. I've never, but I've seen after effects. I've had them come to me in like dreams where I've had like lucid, like wake up, feel like I woke up, walk through the house and have been encountered by demonic entities. I've had people possessed by demons come to my Bible studies and talk to them while Bible study was going on. That was interesting. But yeah, I mean, I've had lots of encounters, but not necessarily something actually like physically manifest in front. I've never seen anything like that. Really?
That truck is possessed.
Yes. So I haven't ever like anything like that. Like,
there you go.
Kind of like what you.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's like some weird, like electrical phenomenon stuff, things like that.
Yeah.
Not at my house.
At other people's houses, other people. Yeah. There was just that one time, that one dream I had And then we had like that stuff, remember, out in the yard.
Oh, yeah. Weird markings in our yard that was like, what is that?
Never happened after that either.
No, it didn't. That's crazy.
Because we thought it might have just been like fungus, you know, like a rot or something. But
Like a weird...
like a circle. I don't even know how big. I couldn't make my arms that big. It was a good size circle, maybe 5 feet across.
Yeah.
And
it was like, fungus doesn't grow like that.
no, and it wasn't like it was like resting on top of the grass. It wasn't like it wasn't underneath, like coming up from the grass, like it was root rot. It was like a fine black dust that was on top of the grass. Yeah, it was a perfect circle. So I thought it might have been like, you know, like mushrooms, they grow in circles, you know, like little cat mushrooms. But I've never seen that before. Like in my whole entire life of living in the country, living in a very humid place where mushrooms love to thrive. Right. And not being under a tree, because that's where mushrooms love to grow, near trees and in shade, not in the middle of a sun-kissed.
It's like somebody sprayed. It looked like somebody sprayed
spray paint,
a black spray paint circle, but it wasn't spray paint, because you'd be like, that's obviously paint. Like,
and
you
like,
spray paint on grass,
don't touch it, because it looked like someone poured ash in a circle in front of our front window in our yard.
Ash.
But it wasn't ash.
It was like literally on the plant, like the plant had some kind of
it was just the
rot
craziest
on the grass.
Yeah, and in a day, it was gone. Like no trace of it, like gone.
Yeah.
So that happened to us at our house, outside our house.
I forget about that.
Yeah, and you know, like right after that, she started coming.
Oh, it was when to your Bible study. Huh.
I did the timeline.
Oh, that's right.
I did the timeline in my head. I was like talking about it. And I was like, it kind of dawned on me, like I had that dream about that thing in the house, and then like a week after that stuff appeared, and like 2 weeks after that, she showed up. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's probably connected.
Maybe. Oh, I'm sorry, I kicked you.
The simplest answer is usually the right answer.
Yep. So crazy stuff like that. There you go.
There you go. And that was the final question.
Yay!
Thank you, Mr. LD. Concise. Woo,
Look at us go.
All right, because it's Saturday and we got stuff to do.
Lots of stuff, more stuff to do.
I still have.
We got some boys to watch at the house.
Oh yeah, we have children to go supervise, and then I still have some.
It wasn't a spider this time.
No,
we didn't have a little guy.
It's just a little dust particle. I have guitar stuff to film still. I'm supposed to go meet my sister today, but I don't think I'm gonna make it. Man,
that'd be good. You could take the boys to do that.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm not gonna.
Okay.
All right. Anyways, all right. We got stuff.
We're gonna like trail off.
Yeah.
By the way, anyways, like something like that.
Well, I've got to edit this video and upload it today. Ideally, I've got to edit this video and get it uploaded today.
It was just funny. We just started having a plan the day conversation. All right. Sorry about that.
So if you have questions for next week, please type them down in the comment section of this video, and we'll read them and hopefully answer those questions next week.
Yes.
And if you watch this entire video, it's game time. Ooh. Secret game we play. Secret hashtag of the day. If you watch this entire thing and helped us out with the runtime, which is what YouTube wants. Runtime, stay on the platform longer so they make more money.
Yes.
Whatever. But also helps our channel grow. Secret hashtag of the day is hashtag... What?
I don't know.
Oh, man. I thought you had one.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Hashtag...
Urban legend.
Urban legend. That's really good.
Thank you.
I know. Well, I always assumed that you have one in your mind already.
I try to think about it, and sometimes I have a really good one at the beginning, and then we get off on another
tangent. Hashtag urban legend. Type that with your comment or with your question or just by itself, and we'll know that you have unlocked legendary status as a viewer, and you are an epic legendary person. And it helps grow the channel. If you have some friends or family or somebody you think would enjoy our content, be like, just send them the link. Hey, check out these.
They're fun. You can
check
have
out these
goofy
goobers from Texas.
They're
silly. Look at them. Right? Please share the stuff. I need some help. Continuing to grow the channel. Also, you should make more videos. That would probably help grow the channel as well. But thank you guys so much. We really appreciate you. Get your swaggity swag if you want. Order your t-shirt. And we'll see you in the next video. Until the next time, keep the music alive.
Don't forget it.
The music needs you.
And you need the music.
And we need to keep it alive for the next generation
That's right.
of people.
And rock dogs.
And puppy dogs.
puppy dogs.
Hetfield,
Hetfield.
you gonna say bye?
Okay, come on. I know I'm waking you up.
He's like, I sleep in
Poor
my
baby.
I
Oh,
see
poor baby.
Oh man.
Baby.
You ready to go home?
Yes.
He's like, I'm pretty
He's going.
comfortable here. Dad.
Dad.
We'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.
Bye. Oh, Lord. He spoke your language.
No, he's like, no.
He's like, I'm still waking
Oh,
up.
thanks. I
I'm still
CP.
waking up.
A CP time, daddy.
Bye, guys.
It's CP time, daddy.
Bye.